Good evening, Bourbon Quest. It's your host, Bourbon Steve. We're here on a Sunday night. We got picked the Bardstown Discovery Batch 6 this week, so this is going to be a lineup of the last four. Discovery Batch number 3, Discovery Batch 4, 5, and 6. You get the idea. Hope your Sunday evening is going well. I got a pre-old intro video of the bottles, but I want to go ahead and just kind of give you an upfront look of what that looks like. This is my whiskey of the year from last year. It has a nice little, I don't know if you can tell, the kind of engraved corn husk on the back there, but nonetheless, we're going to get into these, brother. So let me go ahead and get some pours, and then we'll go into the mash bills and what have. And we'll mix them up and do a blind tasting. So, and we got a couple of uncorkings. 3 and 5 have already been opened. 4 and 6 have not. I know 6 haven't. Maybe the other one has. I can't remember. I think it has actually. All right, so let's just look. So this is number 3. Of course, I'm gonna mix them up. So, and it has a nice, nice cork on that. Let's see. This is batch number 4. At first I thought it hadn't been opened yet, but yeah, it has. I just maybe had one pour out of it. So this is batch 4. Again, nice, heavy, beautiful cork. And then batch 5, Discovery Series. And then the cork, what is good on that one? I don't know, they got cheap all of a sudden. On the cork anyway. Alright. And then this one isn't uncorking because I just picked this boy up last week. So we have an uncorking here for batch number 6. Alright. Give you another good look at the bottle there. Try to get my face out of the way. I don't want to see that. Discovery Series Batch 6. Alright. Alright, here we go. Uncorking on this bad boy. You ready? America! Alright. So they're pouring there. And then, of course, as you people that have been tuning into Bourbon Quest, as always, when we have an uncorking, we do a 2-ounce pour into the infinity bottle. So let's get that away. Yeah, the first 2 corks, man, those were fire, and then they got cheap. All right, good little hefty pour. Goes into the old infinity bottle. I think we're up to about 235 in here. We'll have to do a show where we just kind of drink out of the infinity bottle one day. But anyways, so let me go ahead and do my scientific mix up of these whiskeys. This is very highly scientifically proven for me not to know what is what. And as I mix them up here, again, it's Sunday evening. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving. I know for most people it was a long weekend with the Thanksgiving holidays, especially with last year, most people not being able to visit with their families. I hope you all had the opportunity to be able to do that this year and make up for that. This whole COVID thing has gone crazy because we're social people, and that's what we need to be doing. All right, we have them scientifically mixed up, and that's I'll warn you, you may not want to try that at home because it's a very delicate, highly sophisticated, scientific mixing up of the whiskeys. But I really don't know what they are. But all right, so let me go through them, try to real briefly here, and then we'll get into the tasting. So when I first started my Bourbon Quest, at that time, batch 3 was what I was able to attain. And I will tell you, for batch 3, if I wasn't doing my channel last year, but this would have been my #1 whiskey for 2020 for sure. And Discovery Series Batch 3 is 45% Indiana whiskey aged 13 years with a mash bill of 75% corn, 21% rye, and 4% malted barley, along with 32% Kentucky bourbon, 13-year-old, 74% corn, 18% rye, and 8% malted barley. And then 23% Kentucky bourbon, 10-year-old, 75% corn, 13% rye, and 12% malted barley. So that gives you, that's one of the things I love about Bardstown is they're very transparent on what they let you know. Nice little tag with some information on there, nothing really important. All right, let's go to then. So that was 2020, and then all three of these I'm pretty sure came out this year in 2021. Discovery Series Batch 4 consists of 55% Kentucky bourbon, 13 years old, 74% corn, 13% rye, 3% malted barley, 37% Kentucky, 15-year-old with 78.5% corn, 13% rye, and 8.5% malted barley. You know, I think that's the first time I've ever seen like decimal points on the mash bill, with it being 78.5 and 8.5. That's interesting. And then 8% Kentucky. What's that? Can't tell if that's 10 or 18. I'm pretty sure it's 10. 75% corn, 13% rye, and 12% malted barley. So this one is all Kentucky bourbon. Batch 3, you had Indiana along with 2 Kentucky, so you had 3 blends on this one, 3 blends on Batch 4, and then Batch 5 is 4 blends, 31% Kentucky 13-year-old, 74% corn, 18% rye, 8% malted barley. And then this one has some Tennessee in it, 25% Tennessee, 17-year-old, 84% corn, 8% rye, 8% malted barley, followed with 25% Kentucky bourbon, 7-year-old, 78% corn, 19% rye, and 12% malted barley. And finally, 19% Kentucky bourbon, 6-year-old, 75% corn, 13% rye, 12% malted barley. So it's a blend of 3 Kentucky bourbons along with 1 Tennessee, which is Dickel. Everybody knows. All right. Then the latest one, Batch 6. I'm trying to get you to look at that real quick there. There's your bottle, and then I don't know if you can see the side label there. Well, I'm going to read it out there to you. It's of course Discovery Series 6. Again, back to 3 blends with 68% Kentucky bourbon, 11-year-old, 75% corn, 13% rye, 12% malted barley. Again, some more Tennessee Dickel with 16% Tennessee bourbon, 17-year, 84% corn, 8% rye, 8% malted barley, and then this was back to MGP juice, 16% Indiana, 7-year, 75%, 21% rye, 4% malted barley. So the first one had MGP with Indiana, and so does this one, whereas Batch 4 was all Kentucky, and then Batch 5 was Kentucky, and so interesting in Tennessee, of course. So 3 and 6 both had MGP juice. So, all right, these are all mixed up. Let's get into the tastings, and we'll rank them out. What do you say? Cheers, Bourbon Quest. That is really rich on the nose. It's like rich and dark with fruity flavors, some corn. Is that apple? Yeah, apple. Maybe a little strawberry. Some dark chocolate. Apple, strawberry, caramel, of course. Rich in this I'll go back through the proofs a little bit later. I forgot to mention those. All right. Cheers, Bourbon Quest. Wow. That's like, bam, fruit bomb. Just apple and cinnamon and cherry, maybe a little bit banana. It comes off as a big fruit bomb. Not much of a finish. It's not bad though. It's just very fruit forward. Yeah, and cinnamon, like apple cinnamon. Yeah, totally apple cinnamon. One more taste. A little better on the second sip though, but you definitely get that apple cinnamon and not really much more than that. A little bit longer finish than the first sip. That's like total apple cinnamon. Alright. Remember, always important to stay hydrated, my friends. Alright, this video will be going up, and then just to let you all know, the month of December is going to be crazy. I actually spent this morning planning it out. We're going to be doing a bourbon advent calendar, so a video will go up every single day, barring any technical difficulties. Starting December the 1st through Christmas, we're going to do 24, maybe throwing this bonus 25, who knows. Alright, but stay tuned, Bourbon Quest. That's why, if you haven't already subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Ring that bell for notifications. That way you know each and every time the video comes out, and you, especially if you happen to have the bottles that I'll be experiencing with you during December with the Advent calendar, you know, feel free to pour up a glass, pour up a seat, and drink along with Bourbon Steve. Alright. A little bit more subtle on the nose. Getting still more cinnamon and corn. This one comes a little bit more alcohol forward on the nose. All right, cheers, Bourbon Quest. There's like cream brulee, apple pie, cherry pie. Wow. This one I think offers a little bit more complexity than the first one, but comes off not as much on the palate, but comes off a little alcohol forward on the nose. All right, one more taste. Yeah, like red hot cinnamon. Thought it offered more complexity, but now I'm not so sure. They're both good. These are very similar. Alright, those are very hard to judge. I guess between those two right now, I'm going to go 1 and 2. Yeah, it's like red hot. And that, yeah, you get a little bit more of the alcohol punch on that one, so I'm going to go the number 1 over number 2. Alright. Third glass. It's coming off a lot more subtle, not near the alcohol punch on that. Maybe a little bit more of a peanuttiness, but some spice, and I don't know, it might be something I ate today or what, because I'm getting cinnamon on all these. Not a little bit more faint on the cinnamon on this one, but again, then apple and orange, caramel, definitely orange. All right, cheers, Bourbon Quest. Yeah, that comes off much more subtle with like orange peel and touch of cinnamon spice. That's really good. I think I like that one the best so far. And you know, especially tonight, hopefully these sizes clear up. Take it for what it's worth, but I think it started to kick in yesterday, but I've been dealing with allergies and sinus issues today, so it could be throwing both my nose and my palate off a little bit, but I think, yeah, that's much more. All right, so it's been biting, so I'm gonna go 3, 1, 2, and then we got one more. Power through. All right, let's see what we got here. So good. And you get a little bit, I mean, just kind of burns those nose hairs a little bit of alcohol for it. It's not overpowering so, but just enough to let you know the gal's got some heat. But then she's seductive with some cherry and almond. Interesting, yeah, almond, orange, a little bit still more banana. That almond's really coming through. It's a little pecan, Yeah, pecan, however you say it. All right, I'm ready for the taste of this one. I think I'm excited. Yeah, that's damn good. Yeah, it's like pecan, cherry, apple, cream brulee, touch of banana. All right, I'm going back in for another taste. Yeah, that's so good. It's like pecan pie with the perfect amount of alcohol taste there to it. Caramel, cherry, and the pecan is really coming through on that, and a little bit of almond on that one too. So, all right, I'm going 4, 3, 1, 2. So I'm gonna say fourth was first. Excuse me, third, and then 1, 2. Alright, before I reveal the results, I want to talk a little bit about what they came in at. So, batch number 3 was 110 proof, batch 4, 115 proof, batch 5, now you don't put the proof, you put the percentage. Trying to make me do math. So this one only comes in at 64.7. That's interesting. That's the one that had the dick on it, isn't it? Yeah. So that was the lowest proof one. It says cask strength. I didn't pay attention to that. It's the lowest proof, but it does say cask strength, whereas these do not. Well, at least that one didn't. Yeah, 110 proof, doesn't say cask strength. Then batch 4, 115 proof, does not say. And then this one is, oh, I read that wrong. It wasn't 32. What did I say? So it's 104.7, but cask strength, it's still the lowest of those, 52.35% alcohol. So 104.7 cash strength. And then, of course, the latest Bardstown Discovery, 111.1 proof. So it's interesting. These all say the proofs. This one does too, but it specifies as cash strength. Interesting. All right, I already ranked them, so let's reveal the results. Coming in last, but none of these are bad in my opinion. Last, fourth would be batch number 4. So batch number 4 came in last with the 3 Kentucky bourbons. All right, and then third place goes to C. So third place is batch number 5, which is that is the one with the Dickel on it. So, and then second place goes to D. Nice to know. Which is batch 6, still very good. And then first place goes to batch 3, which was, like I said, would have been my bottle of the year for 2020. It does still come in first place. So, yeah, so let's put those in order. First place is batch 3. Second place is the latest one, batch 6. And then followed by third is batch 5. And then last was batch 4 in this blind tasting. So, let's go back through this real briefly. I mean, I told you the batch 3 would have been my #1 bottle last year. Yeah, it's so freaking delicious. I'm so glad. That's like my second bottle of it too. Let me go grab some water real quick, Bourbon Quest, and we'll try and wrap this up. What time frame are we on? Oh yeah, we got about 7 more minutes before I have to restart. So, yeah, batch 3 was freaking fantastic, no doubt about it. Bourbon of the year for last year for sure. I mean, and now the latest one, batch 6. That's really good too. We're gonna put batch 6 in for whiskey of the year. I don't think it's as good as batch 3. I don't actually think it'll win, but I think it deserves a chance. It might, you know. Yeah, it's good, really good. So then, I was kind of surprised on these. Did not surprise me. I thought that batch 5 would finish last, and then batch 4. Because batch 4 is all 3 Kentucky. I'd heard good reviews on this. Heard so-so reviews on that. I actually think they're all good. I mean, I love the Discovery series. Yeah, it's got nice rye spice to it, and that's, you know what, and it's probably because I know it now too, and I wasn't trying to pick it out. It does have a hint of that Dickel Flintstone vitamin in it, but it's actually pretty good. And then batch 4. I mean, it's still a lot. I mean, I think that one just comes off a little bit more alcohol forward on the front, kind of takes away from some of those flavors in my opinion. Was that the one that was calf strength? No. It wasn't. Which one was calf strength? The Tennessee one? Yeah. But anyways, there you have it, Bourbon Quest. Discovery Series from Bardstown Bourbon Company in Bardstown, Kentucky. I think they're all by. Not been disappointed. I mean, these are heavy hitters. The number 3, like I said, that would have been my number 1 bottle of the year from last year. I wish I had one more. I'd already killed one. This one's down below, halfway. I think I may have mentioned this before. It might have been 6, 7, 8 months ago. I had a chance to pick up another one and I passed on it because I was waiting on obviously the next one, which was batch 4. And so I passed on batch 3 to get this batch 4 and it finished this last. So yeah, but it's still good. I really believe it is still good. But we're gonna wrap it up, Bourbon Quest. Listen, stay tuned. December is gonna be freaking crazy. But as always, my wish for you is that all your Bourbon Quest dreams come true. So, peace out. Cheers, Bourbon Quest. Love you. Subscribe, like, ring that bell for notifications because there's going to be something coming out almost every single day in December. Leave your comments. Tell me what you'd like to see. I obviously have more ideas than I have time to do them for, but love you guys. Thanks for supporting the channel. And there's going to be down the road future opportunities for you to be able to support support this channel even more. But until then, thank you. I hope you had a very happy Thanksgiving. I hope you have a productive week. Stay tuned because we got a lot more content coming out. Cheers, Bourbon Quest. That last place is still good. I love them all. All right, that's a wrap, people. Good night.